Mr. Bhajan would like to come up and honor Ashok Ji before we begin.
I protest activity. Guru Gobind Singh is a warrior. You are covered. You have killed so many people in New Delhi. We are suffering. You are coming here representing the government. You say Guru Gobind Singh is defender of truth. You, right here, are representing untruth. You say Guru Gobind Singh represents equality. You represent caste. You are casteist. You belong to the Hindutva forces. You have no business coming here to represent Guru Gobind Singh. We condemn you for coming here. All the Sikhs who are here, they should boycott. Get arrested, do you? I don't mind. You can arrest me, but you cannot put a turban. That's disgraceful. You can't put a turban on this conflict. He does not deserve the turban. I am telling you. Opinion. Then you don't put the turban there. No. Take the turban away. He has his voice in yours. You guys.
Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. My name is Gursant Singh, and I first want to heartily salute Bhai Sahib Bhajan Singh Ji for his courage and strength to stand up to this Yogi Bhajan tantric yoga cult who sponsored this Hindu Vata event to honor the Indian government by trying to put Guru Gobind Singh's sacred crown on some Indian government official's head. Completely appalling and against Sikhs. Now, I was in the Yogi Bhajan group for 30 years. You can see me here. My name is Gursant Singh on the right in the brown coat. This is a picture from the 1980s. And so I have a lot of inside information about specific people in this video, which I want to share with you. And I will show you how their agenda is to subsume Sikhi into this Hindu Vata menace. They want to censor Sikhs, they want to shut them up, and they basically want to get rid of them, this Yogi Bhajan cult. That includes all the Yogi Bhajan organizations like SikhNet, Sikh Dharma International, and 3HL. So let's go back to the video right now, and I'll show you these specific people in the video that I'm familiar with, known for almost 40 years. All right, first of all, this is Inderjeet Kaur Putty here where I'm putting the cursor. She is the wife of Yogi Bhajan. This is Kamaljeet Kaur. She is the daughter of Yogi Bhajan. And I have come to learn that their agenda is to shut up Sikhs and censor them. They are interested in this agenda of subsuming Sikhi into this Hindu Vata menace, as was Yogi Bhajan from the very beginning. And I will show you proof of that assertion. I want you to see how Kamaljeet Kaur tries to shut up Bhai Sahib by hitting him with a brochure. It shows drastically how they just want to get rid of Sikhs and shut them up. All right, so it's very clear that Yogi Bhajan's family and his cult want to shut up Sikhs who want to speak up about all of these atrocities the Indian government has perpetrated against Sikhs. Now, I also want to point out this man here. His name is Gursant Singh. I used to work with him in the 1980s in these toner boiler rooms. And it was a really fraudulent activity, I'm ashamed to say, but Yogi Bhajan had us into all this stuff so he could make monies for his cult. This Kirtan Singh and his partner, this Hari Jivan Singh, was right-hand man of Yogi Bhajan for years. They were charged in a field of schemes. This was after I left LA, when they were selling gems to elderly people. And so this whole bunch, this whole gang, are a bunch of crooks, is basically what they are. Now, this is an issue with a Sikh man. I'm sure you've heard about it. He's a Scottish Sikh man who's been tortured by the Indian police and arrested on false charges. Now, you will immediately notice how SikhNet, Yogi Bhajan's mouthpiece, has never reported on this, and they never will, because they are aligned with the Indian government. And SikhNet wants to censor Sikhs. They don't want them to speak up about important issues like this and about the perpetration of atrocities against Sikhs in 1984. So SikhNet is aligned with all of these other Yogi Bhajan Sikh organizations. They're not really Sikhs, but all these Yogi Bhajan cult organizations. So this is proof about Yogi Bhajan's Hindu Vata leanings. And so in this video, I will show you the history of how Yogi Bhajan came to the United States with this agenda of subsuming Sikhi into Hindu Vata, and then he taught that to us when he teaching us all this tantric yoga and all these man-made practices to get power, to get wealth. All of these things is like Hindu Vata mantras and tantric yogas. This is all part of this Hindu Vata agenda and philosophy. So here he is, Yogi Bhajan, with Indira Gandhi giving her a gift. Shows his allegiance to her. This is a picture from the 1970s when Yogi Bhajan brought a bunch of his yoga students, innocent yoga students, over there to India to meet and collude with this Indira Gandhi. Now, I have an interview that I did with a Sikh general a few years back where he claims to have talked to Sangat Singh Ji, who was martyred in 1984, and at the Darbar Sahib there, was killed in the attack on the Darbar Sahib that Indira Gandhi perpetrated and launched. So Sangat Singh Ji told this Sikh general that Yogi Bhajan and Indira Gandhi were meeting in Delhi to plan to assassinate Sangat Singh Ji. And I have that interview on a video, which I will share with you in the description to this video, and you can listen to it yourself, to the Sikh general who talks about this assassination plan by Yogi Bhajan and Indira Gandhi. Now, here is proof about Indrajit Kaur Putty and her family and 3HO's agenda of subsuming Sikhi into this Hindu Vata menace. This is a Hindu last rites ceremony which they sponsored. That's 3HO and the Yogi Bhajan family, showing Yogi Bhajan's ties to this Hindu Vata. Now that Swami there, you can see just right there where I'm zooming in, who led this ceremony, was a longtime friend and ally of Yogi Bhajan. He sponsored the RSS chief at his ashram there, Paramatma Kirtan Ashram, and he does all of these events where he supports the RSS agenda and the Hindu Vata agenda as well. There was an excellent article written in the Sikh Free Press about this Yogi Bhajan Hindu last rites, which again, I'll put a link to that in the description to this video. Here's a close-up of that, and you can see Yogi Bhajan's family. Ranbir and Kolbir and Indrajit Karpudi and then Kamalji were all at the attendance at this last rites Hindu ceremony where they put Yogi Bhajan's ashes in the Ganges River. It was a really complete Hindu last rites ceremony. And the SikhNet people completely deny this, even though this was written up in Paramatma Kirtan's newsletter. They still deny it. Because again, they're lying to Sikhs. They want to shut up real Sikhs. They want to just censor them, just like this Bhajan Singh that they want to censor. Here again is the Yogi Bhajan family with this Swami. They're all wearing this tika on their forehead, this Eye of Shiva. That red tika on their forehead. Now, you may not know this, but all of the Yogi Bhajan organizations are tied together. They have an agreement where they pool all of their donations into one big pot. You might recognize SikhNet. You can see their label there. There's 3HO, there's Kundalini Research Institute, there's Midi Academy. All of these organizations pool their donations. So if you ever give a donation to SikhNet, beware, because those donations are all pooled and they go towards these Hindu Vata events and the censoring of Sikhs, their tantric yoga, their murti pujas, and all of these different un-Sikh-like practices. So beware, that is where all these donations are going. Here's more proof of SikhNet's alignment with this Hindu Vata agenda. This agenda to subsume Sikhi into the Hindu Vata and shut up Sikhs and get rid of them, to censor them. This was an article or a video that Gurmastik and Gurukha did a couple of years back. It's labeled, "Why Do White Sikhs Perform Idol Worship?" And again, Gurukha is very clever. He comes out with all of these just ludicrous reasons about how Sikhs should worship idols, should do these Hindu Vata practices. And in this video, he purports that it's okay for Sikhs to worship idols and do these murti pujas. He's very clever because he uses flowery words. He tries to twist Rabbani and does all of these things that appeal to the sense of people that they can have these magic powers. That's his idea. You should listen to his video in this. It's called "Why Do White Sikhs Perform Idol Worship?" You can look it up on the internet. Now, this is another proof showing how this Gurukha Singh of SikhNet is into this Hindu Vata philosophy or ideology of getting powers. This is an article he wrote about how Gurukha Singh kept Yogi Bhajan's fingernails that Yogi Bhajan gave him for power, and he put them in his Gutka Sahib, his sacred nitnam, next to Gurbani. This is just appalling. Every Sikh should be appalled by this. It's beyond the pale. This is a screenshot of the pertinent paragraphs there. Gurukha says, "Then he looked," and that's talking about Yogi Bhajan, "at me and extended the wrapped napkin to me, saying, 'You want these, right?' Talking about the fingernails. And then Gurukha Singh replied in the affirmative. He smiled and said, 'They will give you a lot of power,' that's what Yogi Bhajan told him, "and protect you." This is a completely Hindu Vata philosophy. It's not part of Sikhi. We don't keep artifacts, or we don't keep things of the dead that would supposedly give us power. This is a Hindu Vata philosophy against Sikh teachings. So not only did Gurukha keep these dirty fingernails of Yogi Bhajan, but he kept them in his Gutka Sahib. And you can see the paragraph right here where Gurukha said this. It's just so appalling, it's hard for me to read. It makes me so angry. Here is Gurukha Singh's biography in that same article. Again, I'll put a link to that article there in the description to this video. And this guy has the audacity to try to raise money from innocent and hardworking Sikhs for his agenda. He's on SikhNet all the time making these videos, trying to get donations, begging for money to support his un-Sikh-like, anti-Sikh agenda. These are more Murti pujas at that Yogi Bhajan dera. On this arch, Yogi Bhajan had inscribed the word Mandir. This is describing their Yogi Bhajan dera, and everybody knows that's a Hindu temple, a Mandir. And you can see that Murti down there of that Siri Chand, the golden one. They put money offerings there. This is the whole Mandir there. This is more of that Swami there who has RSS connections. He hosted the RSS chief there at his ashram. And this is the Yogi Bhajan dera. You can see SikhNet's headquarters there. It's right around the corner from that ugly Murti there, Siri Chand, that they bow to. They host that Swami there at all their Aquarian Age events. It's an astrology concept, the Aquarian Age, completely against Sikhi. And they listen to this Swami's Parchar about Hindu Vata. So basically they want to shut up Sikhs like Bhajan Singh Ji. This is a Murti that's right by the SikhNet headquarters, their offices. You can see their little SikhNet sign back there, the blue sign. And their Sikh Dharma International sign there too on the right. And this Murti there. There are literally hundreds of these Murtis, Hindu Vata Murtis, all over this Yogi Bhajan dera, where the SikhNet headquarters are, and these other SikhNet or Yogi Bhajan organizations. And it's like a Hindu theme park or Disneyland or something. This is Yogi Bhajan performing these Hindu Vata fire homa pujas back in the 1970s. More meetings with that Swami, with the 3HO people. Do these Hindu artis out there. SikhNet is definitely involved in promoting these things. Their agenda is to shut up regular Sikhs and to promote this Hindu Vata agenda. This is Gurmukh Kaur getting a tika or ayashiva by the Swami. She goes there 2-3 times a year to this Paramatma Kirtan and does all these. And the bad part of it is she brings the 3HOers there, just like she did. She brought these 3HOers to have a Hindu wedding. They had a Hindu wedding, and they call themselves Singh and Kaur. If they don't want to do Sikh practices, then they should drop Sikh names, Singh, Kaur, Khalsa, and just become Bhajanists. I have no problem with that, but they should not use the names Singh, Kaur, and Khalsa. Dancing in the Darbar of Sri Guru Granth Sahib with their Dastars off, it's just shameful. More of these Murtis there, crazy things like putting these crystals and for magical powers. You can see that this is a completely Hindu philosophy, this tantric yoga philosophy. Bowing to the Sri Chand. This is a Murti that Yogi Bhajan had put up a Ganesh by his entrance there to his, what they call a ranch there in Espanola, New Mexico. Now, I wrote a book, it's called Confessions of an American Sikh, which I'll be happy to send you a free PDF copy of. It tells all about my experience with 3HO, and I'll be happy to talk to you and discuss all these things. Now, real quickly, I want to create a Sikh mission there. That's my idea, to try to change these 3HOers. I've got 2 pieces of land there, right there on the Yogi Bhajan Highway, which is right there by the dera. It's right here where the 2 pieces of land are, right by this 106. And I also have a house there too, which is available right away. I've done preliminary plans. This is where Nivasas would go, Sikh Mission, a museum that would tell the truth about 3HO and Yogi Bhajan. You're all welcome to join and participate. Come there at no charge. Please call me. My name is Gursant Singh. You can reach me at my New Mexico phone number, 505-903-2675. The country code is number 1. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.